Hello guys, welcome to Chrono Fighter Hong Kong. This is a Hong Kong watch review channel, and today we are here to review a brand called Specht Sohne. Specht Sohne is a Chinese-made brand that homage to some luxury watches, and they are available for purchase at the AliExpress AliExpress website and also the Taobao website. And you can, by looking at the second-hand taking action, probably you can know it is a quartz watch, and even on the dial is stated that it's a quartz watch. So before we go into detailed review, let's take a look at the watch overall outlook. First of all, is the front dial, okay, and then is the steel case back, and also the buckle, okay. So this watch, why I review it, because I have reviewed a lot of watches, but I don't have many chocolate dial watches to review, so I choose this one to review. And you can take a look at there's a rose gold case of the watch, and also the rose gold are processed by brushing, so you can see the pattern very beautiful. And there are 3 buttons, okay, 2 buttons and the crown of the watch, and this is a screw down crown. So together with the sapphire glass, this give a water resistance of 50 meters. So it's good for daily use, okay, or hand washing, but I don't recommend it for swimming, because for chronograph watches, when you go swimming, if you accidentally push the button, it may lose its water resistance ability. So this watch is very special because when it comes to my hand, the strap is not sized, okay, and it's a rubber strap. And this rubber strap is very special. At the beginning, it's very, very long, so I have to use a cutter. Actually, I use the cutter to shorten it, okay, to cut it. So after sizing it and cutting, I get this result. And it fits my hand perfectly now. But unfortunately, if I want to give it to someone or sell it, then I can't use this strap, because maybe the person who want to buy it have larger hands than me, larger wrist than me. Then he or she is not suitable for this rubber strap. I can only give it to someone with a smaller strap, smaller wrist, or same size wrist as me. Otherwise, they can't wear it, okay. If a guy is bigger than me with a larger wrist, they just can't own this watch, okay. And this watch, then look at the statistics about it. Okay, so we can see it's around 40 mm back, okay. And the product description says that this is 40 mm, okay, more or less the same. And secondly, let's take a look at the thickness of the watch. The product description said is 11 mm, but when I actually measure it, maybe they count it without the sapphire glass, and I count with the sapphire glass. It's a flat sapphire actually. So they say 11 mm, but I measured 11.7 mm. So the brushing work, I really admire that, because they are doing it very well. You can see clearly. And also, this is actually a chronograph watch. So you may ask me, the most interesting parts for most people is about the movement, right? This is a quartz movement, and actually seiko made the movement. Seiko. Seiko, what movement was that? That is a Seiko 3D53. Seiko 3D53. So, in my opinion, a lot of Seiko movements are very, very accurate and very good. So, no worries. Seiko movements are workhorse movements, no matter they are mechanical or they are quartz. Seiko movement, just as usual, give me a very big confidence, okay, in them. Makes me feel confident about the movement, okay, or the accuracy of the watch. And they come in very low prices, okay. That's really a good news for all the watch lovers, okay, especially those without a lot of budget, okay. And also, other than the three basic hands, it has a date function, okay. You can unscrew the crown to adjust the date function. And also this part is the most special part, the subdial. The subdial, even if this is a chronograph watch, it is a very, its function is very limited. Why I say that? Then I try and you understand. Okay, I press the start button and the subdial start to count the time, okay? So for this chronograph function, it can only count 60 seconds. So it's almost like useless, okay? But one thing that's good about it, okay, is that the subdial, at least it can move, okay? At least it can move, it's not just for display, okay? So this is what I want to say. And I just have tried that the loom function of this watch is also pretty good, okay? So now I stop the chronograph function to see how the second hand goes back, okay? Okay. And one minor problem about this watch I want to say is that I discovered that its subdial second hand, the chronograph function hand, cannot completely reinstate to its zero position. You can see the second hand is a little bit deflected to the right hand side of the subdial. So this is not something ideal to me. Maybe they also need to be careful about the quality of the seiko movement. Seiko movement are cheap and robust, but of course, just like many watches, they also have their QC issues sometimes. But this one, the deflection to the right is not very much, so it's not very big deal or big problem. So I would accept it. I would just take it, okay. And this watch is has a crazy price. It's just like less than 50 US dollars. So what are you expecting from such a low price, okay? And with such a finishing, brushing, polishing, it's such a beautiful watch, okay? And even Pagani design, yeah, they do have similar model, but I don't see Pagani having a subdial version, okay? They do have a Patek Philip version like this one, but they don't have that one with the subdial here, okay? So, and the most painful part is to size the strap, in my opinion. That you have to carefully cut the strap, and then after cutting, before cutting, you have to plan the wrist size of yourself. And after cutting, if you cut it wrong, then the strap is done, okay? And luckily, I learned from the tutorial video and did it right, okay? And finally, the butterfly clasp, okay? It has the brand Specht Sohne, and so the action is like this. Sorry. Let's do it again. Okay. So it sums up about the watch. very beautiful sunray chocolate dial with some pattern like the globe. Okay, it's like the globe. And some people say in Chinese we call it the grenade because the pattern, okay, the lines on the dial just makes it looks like a grenade. Okay, and actually sometimes some other people think it looks like the globe. Okay, whatever you think is okay. Yeah. So let me show you how it looks like on hand. Okay, it's very interesting. A cool watch in my opinion, looks good and very practical, very good for daily use, and looks brilliant. Okay, and it comes in very a lot of colors that you can choose from. So yeah, I purchase I get it from Taobao. So if you are interested, you may go there to look at it. Okay, thanks very much for watching my review. Thanks for your patience, and please continue to support my channel by subscribing to my channel, and leave me any comments if you have. And last but not least, give me a like to the video so that it can be further promoted to all the watch lovers. Okay, thanks so much for watching, and see you next time.